Do you feel the vibes?
Hello everyone, we come back again with Mr. Ahmed Samir, and the first lesson for grade 9, it is called Cartesian product. We will learn a new concept today, is called Cartesian product. Our session will be divided into two elements. Number one, the ordered pairs. Number two, the Cartesian product of two finite sets and representing it. Let's see the first element. The ordered pair. We learned before the ordered pair, and if we have A and B is called ordered pair, consists of two values or two projections. A is the first projection and B is called the second projection. We learned it before. But we have now three different brackets, AB and the set AB and interval AB. Yes, that is called ordered pair, and this a set and this is an interval. They are not equal. Properties of the ordered pair. Number one, at the set we can't repeat the number or the elements, but in the ordered pair we can repeat the values or the projections like this: 3 and 3, 2 and 2. We can repeat the number in the ordered pair, but we can't repeat the number or the element inside any set. That is wrong. Number two, if we have two ordered pairs like this, 1 and 4 and 4 and 1, they are not equal. 1 and 4 not equal 4 and 1. Why? Let's see. If we have a lattice and coordinates x and y, the point 1 and 4 here, 1 and 4 here, but the point 4 and 1 here, 4 and 1, so they are not equal. Number 3, if we have the point or the ordered pair A and B equals x and y, so the first projection from the first ordered pair equals the corresponding in the second, A equal x and B equals y. Example, if A and B equals 3 and 5, so A will be 3 and B equals 5. Another example, if x plus 5 and 8, x plus 5 is the first projection, x plus 5 is the first projection, and the second projection is 8, equals 1 and 6y plus x. The first projection 1 and the second projection 6y plus x. So x here equals 1. X plus 5 equals 1. The first projection from here, x plus 5 equals 1. We will convert it to equation. X plus 5 equal 1, so x will be negative 4. 1 minus 5 will be negative 4. And 8 equals 6y plus x, and x negative 4. We can solve it as 6y plus x equals 8. X equals negative 4. So we will convert it to the other side by opposite operation, will be 12 divided 6 equals 2. So x equals negative 4 and y equals 2. Another example, if x power 2 minus 24 and 27 equals 1 and y cube, y power 3, then x square minus 24 will be 1 equals 1 and 27 equals y cube, like this. So x power 2 minus 24 equals 1, then x power 2 equals 25, and the x equals positive or negative 5. Y power 3 equals 27, so y will be 3. Now the second element in our session, the Cartesian product. What is the meaning of Cartesian product? Is a relation or operation between two sets. Operation or relation occurs between two sets like x and y. If x and y are two sets, so the Cartesian product of them is denoted by x cross y. X cross y is called Cartesian product and consists of ordered pairs formed from the element in the set x and element from the set y. Let's explain an example to understand it. If x equals 1 and 2, set x equals 1 and 2, and the set y is 3 and 5, then we will find x cross y, the Cartesian product between x and y, x cross y. We will take the first projection from x with the first in y, like this, 1 and 3. Then the first from x with the second from y, like this, 1 and 5. Then we will take the second projection from x and the first from y, 2 with 3, 2 and 3. We will form ordered pairs from these elements. Finally, we will take the second projection 2 with 5, like this, to form ordered pair 2 and 5. So x cross y equals 1 and 3, 1 and 5, 2 and 3, 2 and 5. How many elements? 1, 2, 3, 4. The number of the Cartesian product between x and y is 4 elements. We can denote it by nx cross y. Nx cross y is the number of elements between x and y equals 4. Another example, if the set x equals 5, and the set y equals 3, so x cross y, the Cartesian product, x cross y will be 5 and 3 in an ordered pair, and the number of elements equals 1. We can get the number of elements without the Cartesian product according to the number of elements of x and the number of elements of y. Now x contain one element and y one element. 1 times 1 equals 1, but here, the last example, x contain 2 elements and y 2 elements. We will multiply them. 2 times 2 equals 4 elements. Another example, x 5, 1 and 3, y is 2. X cross y will be 5 and 2, first was first, 1 and 2, second was first, 3 and 2, 5 and 2, 1 and 2, 3 and 2. How many elements? 1, 2, 3. 3 elements times 1 equals 3. Another example, x, a, b, c, y 1 and 2. X cross y will be first was first, a and 1, a and 2. The second element, b and 1, b and 2. The third element, c and 1, c and 2. How many elements here? 3. How many elements here? 2. 3 times 2 equals 6 elements. 1 2 3 4 5 6. If n of x, number of elements in x, equals 5 and number of elements in x cross y equals 15, so n of y, n of x times y, the result of x times y, number of elements in x times the number of elements in y. So 5 times what equals 15? 5 times 3. Now representation of the Cartesian product. We have two types. The first type is called the arrow diagram, and the second type is the Cartesian diagram. Let's see the first type, the arrow diagram. Now we will form two columns, one for x and one for y. The arrow diagram consists of two columns, one for x and one for y, and we will write the elements of the set x in the first column and the elements of the set y in the second columns. And we draw an arrow going from each element representing the first projection to each element representing the second projection in y, like this. 1 to 3, we will draw arrow from 1 to 3 and from 1 to 5, then from 2 to 5 or from 2 to 3, as you like this. Secondly, the Cartesian diagram. In this way we will draw a horizontal column or a row express x and a column express y, and we will write the elements of x and the elements of y like this, and we will draw a lines like a lattice between them like this. From 1 we will draw a line, and 2 and horizontal line from 3 and 5. The intersection between them will be the elements of the Cartesian product, the representation like this. Here intersection, here intersection, here intersection, and here 1 and 3, 1 and 5, 2 and 3, 2 and 5. Let's understand it more by another example like this. If x 1 and 2, so x cross x, the Cartesian product from x between x and itself, x cross x will be 1 and 1, 1 and 2, 1 and 1, 1 and 2, 2 and 1, 2 and 2. 4 elements, 4 ordered pairs. The representation of it will be the first way, the arrow diagram. We have two ways in it. The first way, like Venn diagram, we will draw a set contains the elements of x 1 and 2 with the element 1 and 2, and we will connect between them by a curved arrows like this. The first ordered pair was 1 and 1, 1 and 1. We will represent it by a loop from 1 to itself, a loop like this. 1 and 2, curved arrow from 1 to 2, 2 and 1, curved arrow from 2 to 1. Finally 2 and 2, we will represent it as a loop from 2 to itself, but the direction is important. From 1 to 2, the direction here you must draw it. The second way, we learned it before. We will draw two columns and write the elements of the set inside it. Then we will connect from the elements 1 to 1 and 1 to 2 by arrows, and 2 to 1, 2 to 2. The second way, the Cartesian diagram. Here we will draw a row for x and column from x, and we will draw a lines between them, and the intersection point will be the ordered pairs of x cross x, like this. Another example, if x cross x, x cross y equals 1 and 1, 1 and 3, and 1 and 5. What are the elements of x? The first projection, here 1, 1, 1. We can't repeat the element inside the set, so the set x will be 1 only. The set y is the second projections, 1, 3, and 5. Y cross x. We will replace the projections between x and y. 1 and 1, 3 and 1, 5 and 1, like this. X square is x cross x. X cross itself will be 1 and 1, like this. Another example, choose the correct answer from those given. Firstly, if 5 and x minus 8 equals y plus 1 and negative 5, so y plus 1 equal 5, so y will be 4, y equals 4. X minus 8 equals negative 5, so x will be 3, then x plus y will be 7. Number 2, x power 5 equals 32, and y plus 1 equals the cube root of 27. Cube root of 27 equals 3, so y plus 1 equals 3, so y equals 2. Y equals 2 here and here. Then x power 5 equals 32. 32 is 2 power 5. You can calculate it. You can get it by your calculator. 32 is 2 power 5. So x equals 2. Number 3, the set 3 cross the set 3 equals 3 and 3 in an ordered pair. Number 4, 1, 2, and 3 and 4. So the ordered pair 3 and 4 belongs to what? 3 and 4, the first projection 3 must be in the first set, but x not have any 3, so x is rejected. This rejected, and this rejected, and this rejected, so the correct will be letter D. N of x equals 4, n of y equals 2, so the number of elements in x cross y will be 4 times 2 equals 8. N of x 5 and y 4 and 3, 2 elements, so n x cross y will be 5 times 2 equals 10. Number 7, x equals 4 and 2, so n x cross x, 2 times 2 will be 4, 2 elements. X equals 3, n of x equals 3, and n of x times x cross y equals 12, so n of y, number of elements of y will be 4, so 3 times, because 3 times 4 equals 12, so n of y will be 4. N of x squared equals 3, so n of x, the square root of 9, n of x power 2 equals 9, so n of x, the square root of 9 equals 3. Number 10, n of x power 2 equals 4, and n of x times n cross y equals 8, so n of y power 2. Firstly, we will find n of x only equals 2, the square root of 4 equals 2, and n of y will be 4, because 2 times 4 equals 8. n of y power 2, n of y is 4, so n of y power 2, 4 times 4 equals 16. Let's close our session. We learned today the ordered pairs and the Cartesian product. I hope you benefited from the session and wait for me the next session, inshallah. Goodbye.